Hey, but we were going to start a police study on drinking behaviour. Yeah, we're back to alcohol, guys. We've talked about this a bit. Was sparked by a string of violent and sexual assaults in Wellington, puts much of the blame on people preloading on cheap booze before hitting the town. The study says education programs don't work and recommends raising the price of alcohol, lifting the legal purchase age back to 20, and introducing restrictions on alcohol advertising and censorship. This comes just weeks after Police Commissioner Andrew Costa said that reducing open hours for bottle stores and raising the prices were trade-offs that New Zealand should debate if we want to reduce harm. So the study showed 65% of drinkers on Courtney Place had been preloading in the evening, and by the time midnight rolled around, about 77% were preloaders. The biggest motivation, no surprise, 44% said saving money. It's cheaper to drink at home and then go out. The study concluded that the role of price is a key motivator for preloading and showcases the importance of alcohol pricing policies that effectively target the high affordability of offies and the alcohol products that they provide. Police Minister Mark Mitchell joins me now. Mark, a very good afternoon to you.
Hello there, how are you?
I'm good. Now, everybody knows, Mark, you know, I like a tipple. I'm a white wine drinker, although I do like a nice Pinot Noir. But, you know, to be honest...
Yes, I'm very aware of that, yep.
Yeah, you're very aware of that. But to be honest, you know, majority of drinkers do not commit crimes. So, look, I understand it's serious, but the police were part of the study, along with the Council and New Zealand Health. To me, it's made some big recommendations when it was relatively a small number of people held in one specific place. Having said that, does the government still have work to do to address alcohol harm?
I just think the government is constantly looking at how we can reduce harm. I think that you are right, is that the majority of Kiwis are responsible alcohol users. There's a small minority that aren't. And I think the police have highlighted an issue that they do have to deal with, and that is the fact that people are preloading because they'll go and buy cheaper alcohol at the off licence before they go to the on licence, where the alcohol is obviously, or the drinks are obviously more expensive.
Well, I mean, we all used to do that. I mean, I used to preload when we went into town, Mark, and I'm going back 30 years. So I don't know, is somewhat this catastrophising, or is there a real bigger issue now with, is it maybe because the alcohol is far cheaper than it was when we were buying it?
No, I don't think it's catastrophising. I think it's the police is always, should always be reporting on what they're dealing with, and obviously what they're dealing with is high levels of disorder and violence that's alcohol related, and they're just clearly identifying where those problems are coming from their perspective, and where they're coming from is people going and buying cheap alcohol out of the off licence and preloading.
So, okay, so now that you've said that, I mean, the last thing people obviously want is a nanny state, but, you know, can I put some of the suggestions to you, and get your thoughts? So would you agree with reducing hours for off licences then, yes or no?
Look, I think to make it easier for you is that it's a bit unusual. I'm the Minister of Police. So,
Police, yeah.
But it's actually the Associate Minister of Justice that deals with all of this. It's actually Nicole McKee's portfolio area, so I'm not going to sort of wade into her area by saying yes or no to any of the proposals that police have put forward. The only one that I'd probably say that would be rejected outright, just from my own perspective, is probably the fact of reducing the drinking age, because as a country we've already been through a referendum on that, and the country has already spoken. But you know, but at the end of the day, the police are going to put forward just recommendations from their perspective. It doesn't mean that all of them would be acted on or picked up, but like I said, that would be a process that would be run and headed up by the Associate Minister of Justice.